Hey planner peeps and fellow stationery enthusiasts. Today we gotta get our life together. And by that, I mean I need to catch up on tracking my study habits. So if you haven't caught a previous video where I explained that, well, first of all, let me do a proper greeting. This is Ashley coming to you from my YouTube channel, Ashley's Way with Words. And what I am going to do today is basically document the times where I have studied for the current certification that I am working on obtaining. So what you're looking at right here is my Happy Planner classic sized disc bound planner. This is a vegan leather cover from Jane's Agenda. And I have another video where I've uploaded and explained the contents over here and quite honestly how I document when I've studied, and I won't go back and repeat myself for that. You'll see that real time because I'm going to actually update it because I have been studying. I just have not been documenting when I have been studying. So anyway, just to do a quick little update, what I did do this morning was outline. Let's see if this is November. That's not November. I did come up with a study plan for myself for the remainder of November and also for December. So right here, we are on this week, and coming up next week, I need to study three chapters in this particular section, 3 chapters in this section, and then in December, study 3 chapters, 4 chapters, 2 chapters, trying to give myself some grace. Normally, I don't put this in my, well, let me make sure this is all in frame because I did not check on that. There we go. Okay, so I don't know, maybe when I was explaining 3 chapters here, 2 chapters here, 3 chapters, 4 chapters here, 2 here, and then 1, 2, 3, 4 chapters here to finish out the rest of the year. Typically, I don't cross out days when I know I won't be studying, but I'm just raising it up just in case it's not in frame because I am sitting down. So anyway, this lets me know, okay, girl, you will not be able to study. I did this before I figured out what I would want to study because I needed to know how many chapters is it feasible for me to work through this week when I know for these 5 days I will not be cracking open my study materials. So that's what I did this morning. So jumping ahead to, let's see. So the last time I updated this, okay, that's great. So I need to switch over to November. And what I like to do is, let me move this stuff out of the way. I have my notes here. These are my notes and not evidence, but ouch. My practice questions in that notebook off to the side. I'm sorry, I keep having to check and see if I'm in frame or not. Okay, I'm in frame. It's a little bit of a ways off. So what I will do is, first let me put this down here while I write. I can't remember how I did this thing, so I need to put this in I need to make this permanent. But anyway, what I like to do, these are inserts from Crafted Designs Co. And what I like to do with this is give myself a monthly overview of what I actually studied. So the month is November, and I like to use Tombow N60 to do my little markings. I didn't even put the numberings here. So what I'm going to do is fill out the numbers in my calendar. And then after I finish updating my study view, which is weekly, I will come back over here and do my markings with my Tombow, because it gives me a visual point of reference in terms of how much did I actually study for that particular month. So let me check out what the calendar says. All right, so we started with Saturday being the first day of the month, and of course there are 30 days in November, so I will go ahead and fill this out right now.
Eyes bloodshot and I'm faded now. I try calling to persuade you how I'm a changed man with a new plan, making moves, making big moves like I rule the whole damn galaxy.
Okay, so I've got my dates in here. I am not filling my handwriting, but it's not a big deal. This is just for me to document, you know, study habits and whatnot. Make sure I am successful with passing the second part. This will be my third time taking the second part. So like I mentioned, I will do my hash marks like this after I fill out the weekly study habits, my tracking my study habits. But what I do like to do over here, so the way that this is labeled, it says important dates, and this is true, it's the important dates. So what I like to do is list dates here where it's highly unlikely that I will actually get a chance to study on that particular day. So basically giving myself, letting me know, okay, why didn't you study on obviously the 27th? That's Thanksgiving. I'm not going to, it shouldn't really be an expectation for me to study on a holiday. So yeah, that's what I can put down here. So I actually need to look at my personal calendar to see what appointments and activities are in the month of November. So I can actually study, today's the 12th, I can actually study on Saturday. We only have one family outing on the 15th, so I won't put that down. And let's see. So I will put down, I will give myself some grace, and I will say the 27th through the 28th for Thanksgiving. So if I don't study twice that week, it's because of Thanksgiving activities. So for right now, that's what I know. So right here, what I like to do, which is not reflected on this one, let me see. Make sure it's not anything too, oh, I'm seeing where I did not fill it out a couple times. So what I like to do right here, and I'll bring it up closer, is jot down, okay, how many times per week am I supposed to, what's the goal for me studying for each of the weeks that are laid out here? This gives me a better idea. This is a little bit more detail as compared to my monthly view, which tells me what portions should I be focused on for studying. So I actually need to take a look back at what my study focus areas should be to determine what this will be. So I may have to fill this out a little bit later. Or I can just look at my availability, not necessarily. Oh, I didn't bring it up closer. So actually, I don't want you guys to see that other part either. It was written in pencil. So this is what I was talking about. So I can focus on, this was back in September, I think. Yeah, September. So for this first week, I was focused on studying parts 2 and 3, probably the whole time. I should have been studying 5 times that week, 4 times, 5 times, and then 4 times. Honestly, I don't remember. I would have to go back and look at the weeks and see how I did to see whether or not I met my goal. So that is that. Now, the reason why I even started my video is to catch up on what has been going on. So going to my study view, the last time that I don't have everything that I need. Okay, so this is fair. I have some stuff jotted down over here in pencil. I may have to come back over and fill it in appropriately, but mainly what I'm going to focus on is during November, how did what were my study habits? So I have a little note here. I'm also going to have to use this is my daily logging that I do, and I'm going to have to refer to it because I think that's where I've been most consistent with jotting down when I've been studying. So let's see, November. Let's see, that's Sunday, Monday. Oh, see, I've got somewhere that I've studied on November 3rd, so I'm happy I took a look at that. So the way that I filled this out, I can actually go ahead and get this one. I thought I was farther behind than this, but I'm actually not that far behind in documenting. Okay, didn't need any lumps and bumps precluding me from being able to write as neatly and as neat as possible. So we have CGFM. It'll be part 2. It is the week beginning November 2nd through the 8th. So I've mentioned this in previous videos, but I am a Sunday start person, and this insert is from Poi and Hun, and she has Monday start for hers. And what I actually need to do is order more abbreviated week stickers to change out the days that are up here for this undated insert. So I'm just going to ignore that it has the Monday start for now and just follow suit with how I like to document stuff on a calendar. So I'm pretty sure I did not study. Yeah, no, I did not study on Sunday. So on Monday, I studied. And what I'm going to do is, sorry, I'm interrupting myself again. I normally like to document what time of day. I don't know why I'm holding it like that. Document what time of day I actually study. But I think it'll be more so beneficial for me to put down what day I studied, the location of where I was, and then what was it that I actually studied. So I think typically, yeah, I was looking at my old insert. I like to put down what quizzes I worked on right here, and then where I've taken notes. What was my emphasis? What sections did I jot down notes after I've taken quizzes, to make sure I am retaining concepts, because I understand the stuff. It's the retention of it all. So I know that on Monday, I actually, let's see, I studied. I do not have, yes I do. this is why I have these notebooks. So here we go. I know this looks like a jumbled up mess. Yep. So 11-3, I did 1, 2 reinforcement quizzes, and I can see here which areas they were. So I will go ahead and put that down. So how did I do this? Oh gosh, it's been so long. I kind of want to keep the same system that I've been having all along. I don't want it to switch up so frequently. Here we go. I can use this as a guide. It's not necessarily something you guys have to see. That's why I have it off to the side, and I'll just update it. So this is my point of reference, my actual messy notes and whatnot. But I did part 2. Section 1. Chapter 1. Think I'm gonna have to figure out a way to make sure that I know this is reinforcement quizzes. And same thing. So I had chapter 2. Actually, I can do 1 and 2 right here, just in case I need these extra lines underneath. So I need to wipe that out. Got a little bit of an eyelash. Okay. Get this little spot out. And then, let's see, was there something? Oh, yep. Yeah, some more reinforcement quizzes. So on Tuesday, I did chapters. Oh my gosh, my handwriting is so ugly right now. But the important thing is to document. Don't worry about penmanship right now. So that was then. But then I have this post-it note that said I did something. Here we go. On November 5th. I took notes. So that is this notebook. Yep. Perfect. So this was part 2, section 1, chapter, oh, it says I did 1 through 4. Maybe that's what the plan was, because I'm looking at what I have here, and yeah. Oh, chapter 2. Oh, it's all chapter 2. So I'm happy I looked at my notebook, because this post-it note is misleading. So for notes, I did part 2, section 1, chapter 2. I do not know why I cannot write like somebody. It's just, I don't know. It's not looking very Ashley to me. So what is this? Okay, so it ends at 8. So I have some stuff here where, I'm sorry if some stuff is out of frame, but honestly, you guys don't need to, there's no need to see what I'm referring to off on the side when I'm trying to search through things. So this is November 5th. Oh, November 6th. I was about to skip over that. So we have some notes. How did I do that? Yep, I definitely put the date. So 11/5, 11/6. That's a continuation. So I'll just do some little, I don't know, what are these called? Continuation marks? I don't know. Then on 11/7, did I have any more? I didn't quiz anymore until this week, which was Monday. So, and that seems right. So then on 11/7, I took a good bit of notes. Yeah. So I kept on with section 1, chapter 2, and then, oh, it's just all section 1, chapter 2. Yeah, it's a lot of information. So I'm actually not surprised. And I kind of was stuck on it because what happens is I will do the reinforcement quizzes and then I will kind of see, okay, these are the areas where you need to revisit the material. And then I will determine, you know, where I need to jot down notes again. A lot of this stuff, I have seen it before, but like I said, it's about retention at this point, and I am basically rewriting notes, which is fine with me because I'm hoping that it stays with me so I don't have to worry about, you know, not being able to recall the information when it comes time for the test. So what I'm gonna do right now is write my dates so I don't get confused. So this is 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So for all of this is going to be in the office this particular week. I did pretty good last week. I did not realize that I looked at the material 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah. I looked at the material 5 times. Now, don't ask me if I can recall what I looked at, because I will admit, I mean, while I'm doing this, sometimes I am multitasking, especially when it comes to the quizzes. I might have something playing in the background and might not be giving it my most undivided attention, but I mean, that's just how it is. So then now all I have to do, which I didn't realize that I thought I had to fill out like 4 weeks of this stuff, but thankfully it's just 2 because this is the current week. So I know that this is probably not the majority of people's life right now where they are studying for something and trying to document it accordingly. But the truth of the matter is this is my life right now. It's something that I need to make sure is taken care of. And as such, it is part of my planning routine. And I got to do it because this is a personal and professional goal. All right. So for this week, it won't be studying every single day because yesterday I did not study. So I do know office and office. I will be doing some more studying. I did do a little studying earlier this morning. I will do some more studying later on this evening. So that way I can kind of compensate for not doing as much studying this morning. So what I do know, did I take a quiz today? I'm getting ahead of myself. I took a quiz on Monday. So part 2. Section 2. So I'm finally in another section. I forced myself to get in another section because I probably could have spent more time in section 1, but I was like, I have a lot of stuff a lot of ground to cover, and I do not need to be taking my sweet time doing that. So getting a well-rounded study session is the name of the game. So then chapter 2, that was today. Oh my gosh, that 2 is ugly. I can't deal with that. I don't know if anybody else is like this, but I will, if I was writing in pencil, I would definitely erase that. As you can see, I had to white it out because I want my numbers and letters to look a certain way. And I don't like when they don't. And I found out my daughter is the same exact way. She was doing her homework and I think was it a 2? I don't know what it was, but she went to erase it and I was like, oh yeah, mommy does that too. Cause like my stuff to be as neat as I can make it. Cause I'm not saying my handwriting is the best, but I know what I'm capable of also. So anyway, who cares about that? Note taking. I did some pretty good note taking on Monday. And I think that was on the, yep, that was on the heels of taking that reinforcement quiz. Oh, wait, why does it say section 1, chapter 2? Is that right? I don't know if that's right. So another thing that I have at my disposal is these little keys that I made for myself. It looks like a jumbled mess because it's, like I said, it's a lot of information, but I can double check real quick to see if that really is section 1, chapter 2. I think it's section 2. Oh, that's part 3. First of all, that's the wrong part. Part 2. Section 1, chapter 2. Defining costs to recover. Yeah, I think I made a mistake. I think that's section 2. Section 2. Section 1. What? Section 1, chapter 2. Oh, determining costs. It is section 1. Okay, I see. Yeah, because it's talking about costs. I don't know. You guys probably can't see. You probably don't care, but I'll show at least what I was looking at. So, like I said, I'm not going to assume that everyone has caught a previous video of mine, but what I have here is a key of the electronic study guide that I use for my studying sessions, and the numbers on the left hand side of the little slash mark, that's the electronic page number. And then no, if the document was printed, that's the page number that it would be. The numbers on the right hand side is the digital page number. So it helps me, so I can key in page 30 and it will take me to page I or section I-11 in my study guide. So that's what that was I was looking at. And I was looking at the headers or the description of the section that I was looking at and trying to corroborate what I wrote. Because I know I could have written down the wrong part in my notes. So it is, let me close this because this is a lot going on with that. Okay. So it is section 1, not section 2. Just because I took notes up here for section 1 does not mean that, well, it should mean that, but I think I was forcing myself out of it for the quizzes. And if I come to find out later on that I was wrong, I'll just have to update it and correct it once again. So this was on 11/10. And then I don't think I started taking, no, I have not started taking notes for today. But here we go. I knew I was in section 2 for something. There we go. And this is, oh wait, I already wrote that. What am I doing? Oh my gosh. Today is the 12th. I'm going crazy. I mean, I might as well do that. Okay. Y'all, this was all over the place. And what I will say is the main point of me even doing this, well, first of all, I had to do it so I can get caught up. And let me put my stuff back because I'm going to have myself so confused. I needed to do it, but I also wanted to record myself doing it. And now I'm kind of regretting it because I feel like because I was all over the place that me trying to explain what I do is not making one bit of sense at all. Oh man, I wasted this week where I already used the stickers, but oh well. Such is life. So I'm going to use my bookmark. So what I like to do is, oh gosh, I don't even know if that's in the right spot. What I like to do is for the current week, I don't like to take my bookmarks out of my discbound setups if I don't have to, because it can weaken the teeth on it. So I will just move my pages around. I don't mind moving my pages around. So anyway, this was, I'm not going to say it was a hot mess, but it was kind of all over the place. But it is a culmination of me trying to catch up. Because a lot of what I do, I can't lie, when it comes to, I'm not going to say planning, but documenting what I've done is playing catch up. So just real quick, a good example of that is Monday, I didn't fill anything out. Tuesday, I didn't fill anything out on my dailies. I didn't even do Wednesday yet. Oops, sorry. I didn't even do Wednesday yet. So I'm playing catch up. And it's been a minute since I've used some real decorations because I've been playing catch up a whole lot. And I'm okay with that. My main thing is as long as it gets written down in my notebook, I'm all good. So this may have been a bust of a video, but nonetheless, it was a video for me to upload and share real time, me trying to update my study planner. So whenever you tune into this, I hope you are having a wonderful morning, afternoon, or evening, and I will catch you on the next one. Have a great one.
Eyes bloodshot and I'm faded now. I try calling to persuade you how I'm a changed man with a new plan, making moves, making big moves like I rule the whole damn galaxy.